What's going on, everybody? Jeremy Ritz, pays better than fear trading, and I've been trying to put this video together for a few days, and I've recorded a few drafts, but I wasn't satisfied with them. But I wanted to analyze the price action on UNH, United Health Group Incorporated, because this has drawn a lot of attention here recently because of the drop that it experienced, going down almost $400 since December after their CEO was murdered. And then recently, their recent CEO stepped down and they pulled back guidance for the year. And we saw a massive decline in the value of this stock, starting with the drop on earnings in April. However, recently, there has been some buying that has come in. At the time that I'm recording this video today, the stock is up $21. But I wanted to take a look at the price action on this one to show you how I'm playing it, what I'm looking at here in order to go long, and what price area I'm waiting for where I believe the greatest value will be. Here is the chart on the United Health Group Incorporated, UNH, ticker symbol $381. And you can see it is below all of its moving averages. On earnings in April, we saw this massive move down, a little bit of sideways movement, and then just a slow bleed followed by another massive drop. And this was on the news of their current CEO resigning. And then it capitulated to where we got this dragonfly doji, which signaled a bit of a reversal. And we could see the buying that came in here. And at the time that I'm recording this, we could see that there is still more buying coming in. And you can see these green lines that I have marked out on my screen because I've been watching this after the gap down on earnings to identify an area where I would be willing to go long here. I'm not yet ready to catch a falling knife. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard that terminology. And a lot of times when something is dropping and it's going down very quickly, we have the tendency to think, hey, I can get in here early. This is a great value. And then we buy something and then it continues to head lower. It's taking patience in this process and waiting to see if we, in fact, get a retest up into the 10-day exponential moving average before heading down lower. And what I am looking for, again, I'm on the daily chart here, is a drop down to this 188.17 area. If we go back to the left, we can see that this was the low that was made during COVID of 2020. And after that low, we saw the massive increase that UNH experienced. Even with the decrease that it's experienced, it's still a $300 stock. But if I could get it dirt cheap at 188.17, the price potential on this, if I'm committed to it long term, meaning 6 to 8 months to even a year, the reward could be significant. And taking a closer look at this chart, we can see here that when we have this third gap down, here's 1, 2, here's the third. This was marked by a massive spike in bearish volume. And typically we'll see spikes like that occur that can signal the end of a move or a reversal. So with all of this bearish volume coming in, this could have been the indicator that, hey, the downside momentum is finished here. We also have a dragonfly doji candle that came in. We have buying pressure. We have this long lower wick, which indicates buyers stepped in. And then what followed from there is we had 2 green candles. So there is a high possibility that UNH will continue to press higher and will smash through all of these moving averages and these support lines that I had drawn before and potentially fill this gap that it made here on May 12th. But what I'm watching for, again, is to see if we can retest this 10-day exponential moving average, and I want to see how it interacts here. If it breaks above, what I am theorizing is that we're going to get a rejection and a decline lower. And what I'm going to wait for, and call me cheap, and yes, I may completely miss the move, I'm waiting for this 188.17 price point in order to go long. Is there FOMO here for me? What if I miss the trade? What if this runs without me? What if I don't capture the profits? It's not part of my plan to get in now. My plan is to wait and to be patient for it to come down to my price area. And I'm okay that if this does run away and it does go back up into the 600s, I'm excited and happy for everybody who got in here on this decline and who made money. I'm pumped for them. But for me, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to be patient. And if I don't get into this trade, I will live to find the next opportunity, the next setup. And that's something to keep in mind. If it doesn't fit with what your analysis says or what your price target is, then move on. And if it runs without you, that is completely fine. You stuck to your plan, and that is what is most important. So the last thing that I'll point out here, and this date is probably not 100% accurate because they change these over time, but take note of July 16th. That's when they have the next earnings report scheduled for UNH. They'll probably adjust this date as we move closer to the next round of earnings. But let's see where the price action is heading into this report. So mark your calendars. This could be the next big catalyst for a move in UNH. And let's say that it sells down going into this earnings report and some positive news comes out of this report. Then maybe you could see a gap higher. There could be a catalyst here. So just keep an eye on that date for potential news. So there you have it, my take on UNH. Basically, I'm not playing it yet. I'm being patient. I'm being cheap. I'm waiting for 188, which I may not get. And am I having a little bit of FOMO? Absolutely. I want to get in and chase this thing, but I'm trusting my plan. I'm sticking with it. I'm being disciplined. And we'll see. If it comes down to that 188 area, I will put together a video to let you know where I bought, what was the exact price that I got in, how many shares, and then we'll monitor that over time. But for now, I'm on the sidelines waiting and cheering for those of you who have positions in UNH, and I hope you guys hit it big.